It looks like a candle from this angle, to be honest. I feel like that one of the things that I've been having in mind will be the bottles of beers. You know how cute the color is. We need to forget a little about like the color of the beer in general. But like I feel that would be really cool if like we all the bottles of beers we use and recycle to make like candles, and from that we can start because I reuse a bottle cocktail or something that one of my cousins had to make a candle. But I don't know. It's been not hitting the same way lately, so I'm currently coming at the time that I set up. Of course, 5 minutes because I always got to bottom at the middle of it. I don't know why. Afternoon, whatever that might be. I always need to clear my head a little bit of moment. But yeah, I don't know what I've been doing this angle as well. But as well has been here the kind of condition that I've been set for myself. As well, I don't know. I don't know what it's been going through everybody's lives or maybe something, but anyway, just I'm hoping the best for now and just having thoughts because the thing is that I want to do a pop filter again. Either I want to make it or personal something like that. I want to make it, but the thing is that I don't need questioning that. Maybe just I don't know. Hello. This is also a tiny chair. It's really tiny. This how many colors look when I turn off and I turn on and then I turn off and then it's cold and then I turn off. This is my favorite tone, like warm. I'm going to record my ASMR videos this week because I've been really sleepy, but let me show you what I'm going to include. This is like a cookie. The one of the students of my mom gave it to them, but like she had another extra, but like it's just a little star. 1, 2, 3. Hello, darn. Welcome back. Welcome back. I remember you from last live that I did. Welcome. But when I said I remember people, they're like, oh my gosh, bye. They always happen like that. I don't know. I have 2 bottles actually. I'm a crazy for bottles. I don't know. But I have this one for warm, and I have another one when I get dehydrated at night. Have another one. I have a little one just in case. I don't love walking downstairs. I feel that I purchased this big thing right here because I don't like go downstairs and I can't redo that. No, I prefer just do one. What I've been reducing is coffee. I don't know. I've been really sleepy. I don't know if it has something the ambience or something like that, but I did need to sacrifice my nails for the sake of my family because my grandpa is one of those people that was needing care, and when you give massage, you can be wearing nails because you can hurt the person that you are giving the massage to. Because the first time that I was wearing this kind of acrylic nails, long square nails, I did kind of. My grandpa was strong with like all the massages, so he was like, "No, this hurts," and I was like, "Okay." And I take off every single nail that I had. I was like, okay, I'm done, or whatever. I take them off and I put some rings because when I'm not wearing, I don't know what it's of me, but like, I love to wear cute little like rings, and I love gold so much. I feel it goes well with me, but I started to be like more used to wearing this. But like whenever I'm going to do something domestic, let's say, I take off. And that's it. But I did need my eyes be resting right now, so you might excuse me. Because yeah, I do wear glasses. Not that often because I can see well. I mean, I did like an exercise called the pigeon eyes. No, that was not the pigeon eyes. It was like the Alcon eyes, I think. It was a Spain course that I took for the eyes exclusively. That I was just training for your eyes and being all of that. And to me, really sounds really good to do that. So yeah, and I don't know. I have the tissue for this, but I know what kind of fabrics goes with this. I always keep them clean, but I don't know. I'm always being like talking. You know, when pandemic hit, I was really not able to have something with me at the time. But anyway, keep a limit. This is soft cotton. That's what I don't use on the tissues. But anyway, I remember one time when I was reading a book right here, and none of you really paid attention for what I was saying because I was like, okay, I'm going to ring this, I'm going to talk about this, but like none of you want. This one person stick with me with the drama, but I really read in speed mode when I get really excited for a topic. Especially. Oh my god. Michi. Michi. Oh, I forget what I want to do. So I want to finally finish this graph right here that you can see. I used to talk with somebody about this, but like I will do this on solo feel but this would be great right now. My hair is not okay good. But like the design that I wanted to do was like this, but like I feel like this was not given, if that makes sense. I love that it will be more commercial look rather than just regular look. But these take me roughly 2 months. Or like 1 month because I was doing in pieces and when I'm really anxious I start to knit sometimes. That's what I did this. But I want to finish this with pink. That's what I bought yarn pink. But I did the back because I need a back for my camera. But at the end of the day I carry many random things here. Just random cables and it's stuff that I use daily but not that I use often. If that makes sense. I have this little camera. Let's capture this in a moment, by the way. This isn't the old one. Was it cheapest? Was it $3 or something? I received a discount as well. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I need to turn this off. The bottom. The bottom. Oh. This is so random. This is really random. But the bottom of this was out. Like the little clicking thing was out. As well as only me. This little thing that you see here is supposed to go on top of this, but it's not there. Like you put this here and like you kind of move to like zoom in or something, but it's not clicking. And I keep this in the back because you can always have something falling as well, but this is the cable I feel though. But I don't know where is the CD card of this because this was unplugged. I feel it yesterday. That's what I have this little bag because some of these things, so this is really kind of cheap. And I say, it was like a discount that I received from my first purchase, so I was really grateful for that. So yeah, I also have a bunch of random things I can explain. Most of this is your chargers, cables, more chargers, cables, blah 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 blah. Boring, boring, and blah blah. I wouldn't tell you how much would I need each of these, like every single day. Every single day. And I have days for cables, and I have days for cables again, just in case. I'm always prepared, but in this bag, if it's really everything. Even though on top, if I make enough space, if it's my pills. But you're not supposed to keep your pills the lighting. You are not supposed to do that because you can make the pills in a weak ways. Even though condom, as a girl that is into girls, I always recommend you guys don't keep the condoms on their pocket, wallet, or in the jacket because think about it. You are in a party at the sun, like in a beach party, you have that and you break it. And consciously. You are whatever place that you are, you always break it. And you know how I learned this? It was so dumb. But I was packing boxes of condoms when I was in the hospital and then I asked why you have an umbrella sign there. Like it's supposed to resist the rain. I was like in my mind it clicked because I was like, oh my god, this is so resistant to the rain, right? And I was like, oh no, but like this is actually like just for like it says a sign actually that you should not leave this at the rain, outside, and you can use that. And I was like, oh, it makes even more sense that you said that because for me it didn't make sense at that moment. I was like, yeah. So that's how I find out. And yeah, that's how I find out. It was weird. Oh my. But like it happened like that. I have a pair of glasses as well, sunglasses that make me look like a bee. But anyway, I'm just giving another explanation of what it happened to me in my learning experience. I don't know if it is for the finger as well or if it's for like a pencil because for me this is for my finger to like do this. But for other people it will be for their pencil. But like I didn't have time to fix this as well. It's just a thing that my grandma leave it to me. No, actually it was my auntie that leave this here and this is handmade. I don't know how people can do this, but like it's like a turtle. I'm always like this anymore. And so yeah, that's what I keep. It is still with me. I don't care how old it is. As well, I keep this little cat right here. Oh my god, just show Suki. So yeah, maybe I should put it right here. This this pencil I got when I was taking exam, they always get your pencils. So I was like, yeah, whatever. But whenever I feel like all the cities when they're doing a campaign for like an inscription to their college, even though that you wanted to go to college because they will give you some tips about like things that you want to know, but like you don't need to do that. For example, the time that I get there, I asked the key question was like, tell me something that I don't learn even though in life that will teach me this girl and tell me really something life changing that it really allowed me to be there, if that makes sense. So that's how it happened, even though whenever I'm going to do a project, even though I know I ask here, but like I certain times I ask people as well out of, what I think, what I believe, to make sure that whenever I'm going to bring before, it's great. Like I'm not just by myself, my own thoughts. I'm not on solo. I always do research, not just in regular articles, but like in actual people. you know. So that's still I have 15 minutes. 15 minutes and counting. I get the time to be as well aware of everything that I do, but the therapist and my grandpa feel like my mom to me today because she gave it to me in advice as well. That I feel like I feel like my mom giving me an advice, to be honest, because I know what she told me was like for me to be better, but like at the moment I feel like it was my mom. I feel weird. I feel really weird. But the advice was really good. One day I have to tell you the advice. I will, but like once I practice well the advice, it will be better. You know? So yeah. The angle right here is not angling, but whenever I'm doing a live next to my wall full of stars, it's different. But at this time, I don't consider that there's a lot of people. Mostly, I find people at night when I do lives or when I'm really in the morning, like get up at 7, 6 a.m. That's when I actually did have time to be, or find more people. And it's not always about finding people, but like, yeah, you're going to find whatever people because most of the time when do like certain type of details or like we actually put effort into something that actually takes time, we actually need to see how much is that person doing as well because for me, even though posting a simple story is not coming out of me, like it's not good, like it's not maybe flicking or like I don't consider that often that I've been doing or something that I've been making lately. So the time that I was making an edit, because today I was making an edit for just a little thing that I do casually, time to time, is now because I used to do every single Sunday or every single Saturday, but that was my weekly timeline to do this kind of edit to support somebody that I care about or something like that. Because believe it or not, I just have such a power that I feel like it's underrated because I've been noting artists or like musicians just because of the edits. I don't know. I never hear of any song that they have, but thank you. It's giving 6-7. Matter of fact, that was my favorite age when I have 6 and 6, 7. That was the age that I enjoyed the most because I didn't have any problems by that time. But talking about what actually happened, I don't know. I feel that that is so underrated that I decided to do it because I had the time and I have the tools. So I was like, whatever, I will do it. And so today I was making an edit, and it takes so much time. I don't know how many photos I save, but like it really takes a lot of time. I was like, want to do this effect and this effect and this letter and these things. I even didn't post it yet, and I've really been like, I gave everything. Okay, I gave everything that I could to make this thing look a little bit cooler. So if this doesn't look cool, I don't know what I will be making then. And I put myself as the person that had on me. And in the meantime, that my grandpa was in therapy, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to do it. I need to be posting. And all of my thoughts were like just focus on that. And at a certain moment, I looked up and I was like, my therapist was like, looking at me, being like, and I totally had the vibe of like being stressed out. And she was like, I don't know, I need to pause a little bit. I was like, enough is enough because was in total like 17 pictures with 70 effects and one overlay effect, and then on top of that was um like this effect that I add just to make the things look a little bit cooler. And I don't know, that was pretty much that I did. But I don't know how the fandom of other artists or other people usually do this, because I don't know how to label even though her is like an artist. Relaxing being, I will label a relaxing being content type thing. Because I'm really loud. Even though yesterday my dog get out of the house, and I'm really protective when it comes to my dog and people that I love. Mostly dogs. Mostly dogs. But my dog was out and I didn't find it. I wake up all my neighborhood. I wake up all my neighborhood, and it wasn't a thing that I had planned. It just happened, but like I screamed to the top of my lungs, calling the name of my dog, and like, where are you? Where are you? And my dog was like there, being like, didn't give any sign to me, and I was really mad at that point. I wish that I could find it immediately, and then I go like 2 streets or something, not 2 streets, but like two. In a matter of time, I would say it was like 15 minutes. I was walking from the right side, and 20 minutes I was walking for the another side. So I was like walking, trying to find my dog. Trying, because I didn't find it. I made my family find it, and I didn't bring my phone. So basically, when I went there and I was like finding whatever, I then been like, I want to do my things. I want to have a peaceful night. I don't know if somebody gave this to me or like is my curse or something. But every time that I want to sleep, something happened. Something happened. I sometimes I feel that I need to meditate more, or but like something happened. It's not on my control, but something happened out of nowhere. There is a sound, somebody's doing something. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't wanna know as well what happened, but like, to be honest, I don't know. But I wish no. Like, I do wish know what happened. Because a lot of times I've been finding myself in like, what is going on? Is there a demon or something that it doesn't allow me to sleep? Because I do love sleeping. I do love sleeping. Who tell you that they don't love sleeping is lying, people. I do love sleeping. But what I don't like is that whenever I'm sleeping, I'm on my bed, I'm really comfortable. Something happened. Something. I've been practicing, telling myself it's gonna be okay. Something happened. Or I don't know. That's I don't love. You know what was my favorite day? One of my favorite days that I had was when I was taking. My favorite part about taking medication, being in therapy, was the sleep cycle that I had. Was like really good. I mean, I did sleep. I mean, I was taking pills to sleep, but whenever I wanted to sleep at those moments, I could, because I was medicated. So obviously, I was just sleeping peacefully without any noise. I mean, with noises, but like able to sleep. If that makes sense. So I really was enjoying, kind of more in that sense, my sleepy cycle. have an idea to make this process be a little bit faster. But I will show you in a couple minutes. Also, do need a stretch. Can be sitting like a stiff sometimes. Oh, that sound a little bit disrespectful. Sometimes when I okay, let's keep it like this. Okay, let's keep it like this. Sometimes when I'm really sitting, like really, I don't know. Yeah, thanks. Need to close my curtains as well. I don't know what I'm doing. I love to don't record my family because of privacy reasons, but mainly because my family doesn't want to be recorded. I mean, my mom just see her once, but besides that, I never was able to enjoy recording my family. Even though there's a time that I tried to upload a video with my brother, YouTube told me that I was underage to like do that. If that makes sense, to record my brother as well. So that's why, because of privacy reasons. And I don't know. I feel like when you don't show your family, you can be able to be like comedians, because I feel like that comedians doesn't tell you who they come or like what are their family, but like they just tell you the stories. I feel like kind of like that. I can tell the stories about my family, but like you can never know who or like which person is my family. That makes sense. Even though they have their version, you will maybe just see their hand. Maybe, and that's it. But even though it is funny that even though some of you in Twitch tell me that, oh my gosh, the minute that you have a partner, please don't make a big deal. Like, even though that I don't got somebody, I'm aware that everything is with respect and you cannot be dismissing what you do for what you actually are making. That's the first point, because for me, I prefer to be loyal to what I'm up to. That makes sense. So yeah, pretty much don't be worried for how I would react. And remember, I took therapy. Even though it can be peachy, sometimes it can be yeah, whatever. I took therapy. Even though when I was taking my dog out of my, I mean, I was searching for my dog. At one moment, I was like, okay, calm down. It should come, and it came immediately. But just in case I will leave my little anxious mind be refreshed a little bit. So then I walk in like a little bit relief. But really, I'm worried for my dogs. Dogs can be really gentle. Can be really gentle. I mean, most of the dogs that I know are really cute and like funny and all that. So yeah, I will go to sleep soon. Not now because I mean I do feel like sleepy, but I'm not wanting to sleep. So yeah, I just wanted to chit chat before I will record something and probably go to bed because I can't get up this body. I can't get up this body anymore. You know what I told my grandpa? Like I told him, whenever that you end in your therapy, I will give myself a manicure because this is not like this is not because I've been really doing my best with the nails that I've been making in the UV light and all that. It's not cute anymore. Like just seeing plain nails, I feel like I've been a little bit bored. You might be telling me why you don't paint your nails, and like no, it's not the same. It's It's not the same when you have long nails. Then even I've been learning how to play my guitar with long nails. That was my goal for this year. That was my goal for this year. But look at this. I want to do like 10 of these and then like do something else. Just keep watching, okay? Keep watching. Keep watching. Keep watching. Internet really is a crazy place because there was one time that I get the tea from both sides of two people that they block each other, but my algorithm of TikTok is the one that is like Sherlock Holmes because I want to know who is who. So one time I was like kind of being there, being like, whatever, blah blah blah. And so I get into this tea story time about the girl that I was talking about their partner, blah blah blah. And then I was in the another story time with this guy that was talking about their partner, blah blah blah. And they were like, "Oh my gosh!" But like we are not saying names, but like it was exactly the same, and it was really accurate. That for a minute I was like, should I comment? Because it can be different. But I wonder if people that I ever talk to in this life like knows who they are, and that makes me be awake at night sometimes. Being like, oh my god, even though they're the person that bringing in podcast episodes that I never talk about their name, I hope that they didn't watch that episode. I hope. Fingers crossed, and they'll never see that. Fingers crossed. Double finger crossed because that was really a little embarrassing for me to say. But luckily, they don't pay attention enough. Luckily, because people can be really sneaky, especially guys. If you never had the time to talk with a guy about somebody or like even though what happened to you, you never know what you're missing. Guys pay more attention than women, but we are not like in a level that is kind of sprinkly because I one time talked with a stray guy and like he bring me the details, just the details, and like I feel that women we're more open about it, so that's what I like. Is more normalized to talk about feelings or just things that happen to us. But like whenever that you are japping or having like a conversation with a guy, they could tell you details, detail by detail by detail by detail. Even though they could give you the timeline, that's what it happens for. I don't know the it's really like that. But when it comes to like girls, I feel like it's more normalized to talk about that. But when it comes to like, I feel like that girls that I've been talking to, friends that I had in high school or even in college, that I've been talking about like regular classmates about something specifically. They usually bring up like the graphics or just the signification of what happened to them because I one time I was walking and I was sitting and like I then look up and I was sitting like I feel it was like a guy or something. I was sitting like this with my legs probably open. I was like that, and they were like the girl was saying like he had his career like this, he had his phone like that, and I really feel off because at that moment I had the same pose, and then I sit up correctly. I was like, yeah, oh, my back cracked. But like kind of like that was kind of. So yeah. I might be finishing crocheting this soon, but I don't know. I feel like this look looks good, but like what I had in mind is different what is looking like. So okay, we'll expect the best from this because why not? If I could ever expect the worst from my songs, why not this? Sometimes it happened to me like this because I see the interview, even though if a singer that relates with my same mindset, being like, sometimes it's frustrating me spending 5 hours in the studio to then a teenage boy come with like no knowing of music and then do like a pop song that is really viral and being like that and it's really like this. And then really, because I also started to do music when I was a teen. Well, like in my time, it sounds so bad even saying that, but like in my days, we didn't have ChatGPT. In my days, you need to do this manually. Do you know how many songs I would make if I had the technology that I have back then? Imagine how fast and quickly I would finish my project if I had that on my hands. Imagine. Because at that time that I was having this, I wanted to do this manual speak, even though AI happened into this time that I was making this song. But to be honest, I still make it. Like I still did it. But like imagine how good it will be. Imagine just that. There is no a time or a day that I didn't picture that being, oh my gosh, people have heart. No. Oh no no. When it comes to doing song, it was more hard. You need to pick a dictionary to pick the rhymes. I remember that vividly. With my song of love, that was my first song ever. I keep the my dictionary not only in Spanish because I decided I have that crazy idea. I never speak French in my life. Just because in my mind was the language of love, I decided to learn a little bit French, at least the spelling, so I can sing the song properly. Because we didn't have this kind of apps that has you for like translating or like spelling this song in French. So I was like, I'm going to sing. And even the other time, I didn't have a microphone properly. So I need to improvise, take the noise, like learn everything from scratch, being like all over and just being like that. And yeah, it was more like that. So to be honest, that is really complicated. I feel sometimes frustrated when I see a singer being like, I couldn't make the song because no. Do you have tools? Do you have the tools? Imagine my case being like, I'm really in charge of everything, CEO, like director, being like that, the drawing, the things. There is sometimes that I even forget that it's just only one person because I'm like, this is the cycle, this is the things. But like, then I've been a little bit forgetting about what I've been making. So yeah. You can be also adding yourself many things. You can be adding many things to what you had on your calendar before. But to be quite honest, I don't know. I need to finish these two streets. You don't enjoy these kind of things. I feel like this is really relaxing. Whenever having like a stressful day, or when I was waiting in line for my psychologist to give me a little session of therapy, I bring sometimes yarn. I've been crafting my bag, I've been knitting, crocheting, and all of that. And I find pretty relaxing because I need to wait like 2 hours to have therapy. And it was really kind of more my zone time, like my zen. I was in the zone basically, just being really relaxed. Being like, okay, I'm going to just be here, like no worry for doing no worry for anything, just me and you know, basically myself. So yeah, that's how I felt by the time. So yeah. If this will have blue, this will be perfect as well because believe it or not, blue is my favorite color. Believe it or not. But let me look at these charts. I want to do the same thing with this, but like how this is strings so crappy, I want to crochet this, but like it will be tired to copy these movements, so instead I will use that as a reference and I will go lower and do like kind of the pointy things here. And I did need to finish. This is really big as well, but like this is really comfy. It's big and comfortable. But yeah, I feel like this for a snowy day. Like a cold day. Because I wore this one time, like 5 times when I was really feeling really cold. And this was really comfy. But I feel like I need a nap. I was mostly jogging through some stuff. But anyway, have a good day or night or evening.